dziko la Malawi layamba kumene kugwiritsa ntchito njira zamakono zija timangoti technology. Poyesesa kugwiritsa ntchito njira zimenezi pakhalanso pali mavuto ena ndi ena, mwachitsanzo ku nthambi ija ya immigration yomwe imapanga ma passport komanso ku road traffic kuja kumene madraivala amapita kukatenga ma license awo komanso anthu ena. Ndikulandireni ku program yathu ya Zodiac Exclusive. Lero tikhale tikucheza ndi a Wisely Phiri amene ndi mkulu wa kampani ija ya Spark Systems Limited komanso iwowa ndi mtsogoleri wa bungwe lija la MCCCI. Musatalikire, takhani pomwepo. Ine Ndileya Malikano. Takulandirani ku program yathu ya Zodiac Exclusive. Zaka 11 mukuchita business imene ngati Spark Systems Limited. Business ikuyenda bwanji?
Tonena kuti pali mbali zina ikuyenda bwino, mbali zina osati kwenikweni. Koma ngati wa business umazawa imene business imayendera. Nthawi zina zimayenda, nthawi zina sizimayenda kwenikweni.
Muzachita ngati mukayikira choncho ikuyenda bwino mbali ili komanso ndi mbali iti imene business ikuoneka ngati kuvutavuta.
Tonena kuti ngati kumalawi kunoko zaka 3-4 zapitazi sizimayenda kwenikweni. Business chambiri mapanga kunja. Chaka chinocho tiona ngati business yabweramo kwambiri, komabe yabwerera kwambiri mbali yathu ya customer athu private sector. Nkumene bezi kuyendabe bwinobe kwambiri chaka chinocho. Ndipo taonena kuti kumene madalira apo zikuyenda.
Kumene madalira apo. Mwina ndizifukwa ziti zimene zinapangitsa kuti business zaka zitatu zapitazi isamayende koma panopa ikhale ngati yabwereramo mu msewu.
Kamba chingamo chake Malawi ndio dabwisa kwenikweni. Tikamapanga business noyo timadalira anthu kuti pasema feedback. Ndiye nthawi zamakhala upanga zikuona ngati upanga zabwino koma mwina ena wakuona ngati sizili bwino kwenikweni. Ndiye tikamapita kumakafunsa makastoma athu kuti okay business mnapitisa kwina tinalakwisa patipo mesati mabida chachani. Maonabe kuti mbali ina that's what nzodabwisa kwenikweni mbali ina building timamangayi inapeza satiluza business kwambiri Malawi kuno. Imene kanakhala kwina ako bwezi mwina anthu kuti tinsupport chifukwa kupanga zinthu zikumalawi. Malawi simayenda choncho ayi. Pali mbali imeneyo theniso pali mbali yoti Malawi kunoko mabusiness ambiri amakonda kuti azipita konja. I think in this perception for zimene mapanga ifeyo za technology anthu mutu mwamaona ngati Malawi sangapanga. Ndi amakhalabe kuti olota panga kuti wapereka proposal yako tishopanga izi. Mapezabe kuti amapangabe kuti tikapetengebe kunja chifukwa kunja ndi amatha kuposa kunoko. Koma kuti strange chifukwa kuti kunjako amapeza anthu akufuna kuti azigula kwa ifeyo. Kuona maka zimene timapanga ifeyo. Timapanga zama computer koma computer ake singati kugulisa ma desktop ma laptop. Ambiri amene akumabwera makugulisa ma desktop ma laptop zimene zali satha kupanga. Ife timapanga timati ma solutions. Ndiye timapanga create ma solutions kwa mabanki, kwa ma telecom companies kuti wazikagulisa kwa anthu awo. Ndiye mbali imene mayang'ana kwambiri kuti munthu ndi ma skills ake atiwa. So kumalawi mapezekabe kuti anthu timakayikirana kwambiri and the unfortunate part ndoti it seems institutionalized. My institutions ajawa chifukwa makhalabe kuti munthu kamakhala anthu awiri atatu oti mwina mwayambana pa umunthu zimachitika. Umapeza munthu kungokuona sakusangana nawe zimachitika. Koma tikamaona ngati institution umazaona kuti imayendera ma rules and regulations of what the country follows. Koma kapeza kuti institution iso ikuonesa kuti kupanga favor anthu akunja ndio mazadabwa kuti vuto ili ndali kulu si vuto loti tangofuna kuti sekufuna naye. Koma kwina ako zinthu zikuyenda bwinobwino.
Alright, nde mmene mwafotokozera muja kuti muli mayiko angapo monga Zambia komanso Rwanda. How is the business responding there?
So like I said, if we are into the enterprise business. So for example, let's say today, you might have to favor maybe 1 or 2 people. But if let's say today banking system is down, all those politics go away. At that point, the bank will just need people that have got skills to fix the stuff, not kandimaswana ndindani wanga. So kunjako because people are really looking at the skill set. Tapezeka kuti tupeza business yambiri. Kama business yake, for example, if I can go into Zambia, Zambia ali ndi amati citizen economic empowerment ndi amakupanganira makampani based on kuti eni yake ndi ati chani. So pali ma business ena utanasirana eni yake amomo ndi paliso ma business ena
kuti weyo sungapite uloluli ndukada ulo waukulu otani
ndi ma business amene for example okay let's just compare pali ma business ngati mu ICT kukagulisa Microsoft certificate, okay, Microsoft license, that thing you don't expect mtu kachoka kuonja kusagulisa kuno ndi kuzambia apanga zimene zokuti ititi apange anthu akona kuno ndama kubasa certificate company yanu mtu opanga isi. So if you zimene timapanga qualify Zambia timawina. They require specific skills. Rwanda is a bit open, is a bit different with Zambia, because Rwanda can categorize your company as a foreign or so. Tikamapanga ku Rwanda, they also look at the skill set. The skill set that we have as Spark, the skill set what we call emerging markets, which is Achina Rwanda, Zambia, Mozambique, Tanzania, skills of many kulibi. That's what timapanga, so timanana so training center. Because we're trying to train and put as Caribbean skills in that menu. So you have to go to based on my skills that business we end up going to win. Yeah.
Ndino mwina timafuna no mutu uze no ku mungotitsindikira kuti ngati Spark Systems Limited, mwina, what are the areas of IT expertise and what you think about a consumption of IT in Malawi at the moment? So we just wanted to know the areas of your expertise as a Spark Systems Limited.
Okay, so for us, we categorize the company into a number of divisions. So the ICT infrastructure. So the infrastructure side, what we normally look at is my servers, my systems. For example, we walk into a company. We've done this with some of the companies. You walk in, you find the my servers are Mina 40. So it must be analyzed because you're not supposed to have this. So we do what we call data consolidation. We are from 40 to 8. So what does that do? Mungajebisa to 8. Ndekuti mu data center muja mafunika power yambiri malibira kandi Escom, mafunika kurini, mafunika, there are a lot of what we call running cost. That when we do that end up reducing the cost. So timpali many infrastructure yoti makabanga so ma networks ejanjani. So mukamamba kuti network yagwa ndekuti awo usakudira ndi ife yani. The TGD side hina imene manena
oh ino network yanu sibangwa
yeah, so tindi mbali hina imene manena kuti ya software and databases. So software, database and integrations ndi mbali hina ya engineers athu zimene amapanga yo ndoti for example kama system mwaika system yanu apoporese kuti ngandi abango ya telecom company system hii kangwa ina imachita kuona kuti hii hapa it will go ahead, but performance goes a bit down. For you now, you've got less system than what was supposed to be there. So this one in menu, so what we call my integrations. So my integrations, for example, there's someone that has come up with a website. They have found a website yake muzita kulipira kadi, muzita kandi tene mpamba ka eto money, timatoka integration. But the issue that comes in is if you want to integrate with the bank now will be like website hii hata tuna wabanga haki sawa system watu. So if we come in and help with those integrations. Then TDD mbali ina cyber security, where we also do a lot. We've done my systems even of some of the bigger companies on what we call anti-ransomware systems. So anti-ransomware, we use what we call my AI, which we can do predictive analysis on how often I run my system. We've been able to do that. Then this one mbali ina imene timapanga develop my softwares. Ndeni my software ngapo, some of them have even won awards. Okay. Then this one mbali ina imene mati education services. So education services timapanga ma training timarana songati an exam center. On so many exams, even akufuna kupita ku masters akafuna ayese kuti chizungu amata amabwera mazapanga ku Spark ndife timapanga zimenezo.
Alright, ndekadzwa mbali imene mukuchita ngati a Spark. So pano timafuna tibwere udindo wina umene chipewa china chimene mumavala ku MCCCI ngati mtsogoleri wa bungwe limeneli. And then you are reigning at a time the Malawi economy is not doing very well. At a time the nation looks up to the private sector for the growth of this of the country's economy. How are you reconciling the two?
So in MCCI, my role necessarily is to provide guidance and leadership, because MCCI already has the executive team. So we've got the executive team, Mabanga day-to-day running of the organization. It is on the CEO. Then the president. Tima Onesa Woti as private sector, what is into the end, it is nena easy. And it's very important to me as Mwiniwage was part to also look at this side of the business, because we're a private sector, we're in Malawi, we want things to work in Malawi. So the issues that are coming and affecting private sector, they're affecting us. Like I said, we're in a number of countries, and us necessarily we're exporting services, and we want the private sector to be exporting a lot of stuff. So although if you look at the country, we've got a number of issues which we're trying to raise with government in terms of the private sector. So when we're raising those issues, if they get resolved, that means even spark things will work well. So it's something that is complementing each other.
Ndenga tino muntu amene no mukutsogolera kapena mukuyang'anira anthu onse amene akuchita ma business awo kumbali ya mabungwe amene si aboma, mukuona kuti nkhani ya yobweresanso chuma chathu mchimake ikuyenda motani?
But zinthu zina zimene tinganene kuti zayambako kuyenda bwino. For example, we've seen fuel coming into the country through the rail line. I think that's a very good thing that we should be looking at, because on the cost of fuel, I think the major part of it was coming from transportation. Mukamaona zimatankas just grow. There is also the issue of the energy side. You're going to have kuti panova magesa kharabe a bit stable. Then there's also issue ya rese magesa tivuta fuel a kharabe a bit stable. So I think that's the side that we should appreciate, that things are coming up. But when now you're looking at the long term, we would want Malawi should be able to be self-sustaining. If you're looking at the Vision 2063, we say Malawi should be able to self-sustain, a wealthy nation and all that. And the pillars that are within there's agriculture, urbanization, industrialization, all those things. So when you're looking at self-sustaining, you should be a country that should be able to produce. And all the indicators, macroeconomic in Malawi, they're not going there. Panoba kuti muduze kuti let's manufacture in Malawi. Some certain places is durable. Okay, you're looking at, for example, when someone wants to manufacture, he has to look at the raw materials. Where are you getting the raw materials from? Okay, so raw materials, in terms of taxes, are expensive. Actually, our taxes are less when you're importing finished products than on raw materials. So meaning that we're now exporting the works outside. Then you look at the inflation. We're talking about 30% on inflation, meaning the cost of living is already high. So ukamapanga said kunogo ndekuti ndrama usapange spend in Zambia. Then again you're looking at the cost of capital. Most of the businesses that are doing manufacturing, they're borrowing monies because mafunga ndrama Zambia. Mmaona mabanga upanga post mabillion. Ndrama zimene zijazi wezituzipanga invest into production. Then you're looking at it where if you go and borrow from the bank, the reference rate is not 26%. Ndama kubasa ni 5-6% above reference rate, not with 37%. So if you borrow at 31, 32, 33%, for you to make a profit, they would make a markup above that. Let's compare this with South Africa. South Africa is talking about, should be what, 8%? Mozambique is talking about 15%. Zambia should be talking about 13 or thereabout. Malawi is competing with Zimbabwe. So we're a country that hasn't developed, but you look at what we're having, we're saying, okay, but what we're doing doesn't show us that we're going that side. So for me, that's a major thing. Even when now we come onto the mindset, I think they're lucky enough there is mindset change in the Vision 2063. Looking at how we've operated in Malawi for us, I think that's a major thing that has to happen.
So where are we missing it as a country? As we are talking about now, we are talking about industrialization in Malawi, and here you are talking about kujitika tenga zipangizo siyana chokera kunchokwera nazo Malawi kuno. Still more mwina matax athu ndokwera zinthu zonse zingatsike. So where are we missing it as a country, and what needs to be done?
I think the major thing that I've even mentioned in some of these meetings that we've had is the policies are not talking to each other. They're operating in silos. if you look at one policy, it makes a lot of sense. If you look at another policy, it doesn't make any sense. There are a number of them. But even if you go, I can just give an example. If you go to the basics, we're looking at MRA, it has to correct, is it 3.26 trillions from the businesses? But the businesses are suffering. In these businesses, government, let's say for the example of the Reserve Bank, they're putting all these measures to curb inflation, to even to avoid all the other issues. I should even confess here, when the devaluation happened last year, the 44, I just decided also to increase the salaries for my employees up to 50%. Then which will not go and say, with those devaluations that are happening, the people that are being affected now most, and they're not being that affected. My interest rates, the aim is that Kasamaba get borrowed. Now when you look at the borrowing from the banking sector, over 70% is going to the government. Government today will not feel that 50% will still keep on borrowing. But what it's doing is it's choking out all the private sector. Because private sector, government keeps on borrowing. What are they borrowing for? Consumption. Private sector is supposed to do the borrowing for production. We're kicking them out. So although Mugmagweza reference rates, you literally killing for the private sector because government keeps on borrowing. So that's where the issues are. And when you move, there are so many issues that we can look at. Government doesn't have money. MRA needs to correct from the private sector. You're choking out the private sector from all the access that you can have. Then at the end of it, we're saying 2060 Zakarabato. It's not a miracle. Things really have to be done in a logical way for you to reach where you want to go.
In other ways, mufuna kuti fotokozera zokuti zimene zikuchitika pakadali pano sizikulankhula ndi zimene zikuyeneka kuchitika kuti dziko lino lipange build economy yake.
Exactly. If you look at the micro indicators, you can't. Okay, let's look at two companies now. You want to manufacture. Someone is in Zambia. He's borrowing at 13%, meaning kuti awataka 20% magapo yake ali profit. Mwina ni Malawi, akupanga borrow by 31%. Afuna ke magapo yake mwina 40% to make a profit. This equivalent to Zambia. Katundu chakabwe. Who will be cheaper? Zambia will be cheaper. Then at the end of it, we now looking at say and that will first to who. That's number one. Even from Musa Naone, how are you manufacturing? Then you're looking at the mindset itself. I've had examples, experiences in Malawi where we have the skills, we have the capacity, but somehow the institutions are just deciding we'll buy outside, even when we're cheaper. So the mindset itself is looking at it with a report from outside. The policies are creating things that the outside should be cheaper than what is in Malawi. So that's where we're getting it wrong.
All right, so there have been concerns about electricity and concerns about corruption and other issues. Maybe how are these things also affecting the private sector to grow?
For me, I think there are a number of things that I've seen. Okay, I will look at specific examples of what I've seen that should make you cry as a Malawian. Maybe if I can comment on Safi, which we've seen us as Kuspak. There is some issues that even came into the papers some time back, should be 3-4 years ago. We've got a bid. Okay? So we've got a bid that, because it's a government entity, the bid is an open tender. So mugama pereka mujama yangana guta aspari mwabida ntegoa guta mwabida ntegoa guta. We were cheap, and these were two big bids. One 900 million, one 900 million. So 1.8 billion. We cheap. At the end of it, agwika mnyoso mnena kuti mutana dura uja agwina. Mutana dura yo mara uja ngono timaziwana. The requirement says at minimum and how bid currently 5 years experience. Ajawa ndi 1 year and 8 months. So we wrote them. These are government data. We wrote them. Can you explain what is happening here? Number one, there are so many other requirements that, for example, says financial, your turnover should be this amount. It's also Sanagwanis. So we said, if you are saying they are the lowest evaluated bidder, it means we are not evaluated, or at some point we are removed. At what point were we removed? So you look at this story, number one, simunakwanise yani madocument ena simunaiken. Number two, technically, simunakwanise. Number three, financial simunakwanise. Munthu aliyense amene amapanga evaluate ma documents amaziwa kuti documentation imaenda evaluation imaenda in three ways. Choyamba, administration. Document ngati mulibe mumafunsa munthu uchapereka document ina, or else mumachosa samapita ku technical. But this guy they are saying document unalibe, technically so simunakwanise. Technically so how simunakwanise sumapita ku financial. Koma uzaninaso kuti munadula waife tunaona tunachip. What did we do? We went to PPDA, because PPDA does the reviews. By law, they can review that. I think maybe this is one thing that Summers will know. If a government entity does something bad, or you're not happy with what you've seen, you can go to PPDA and tell them, can you review this procurement? We go to PPDA and ask them, can you review this procurement? So PPDA anachita na ife ndiwo. Kucheka zinthuzo nkuzanena kuti iniyo mwana kwesi. Can you retender? And we believe document munacho sadi. Then mukapanga retender muke muso CD. Kuti kakati document isina oneke bwentikaona some CD. What did the government enter do? They sue SPAC. Nefanakati mangisa ku High Court. Now the question from anyone else would be, why would you sue muntu amene is a victim? If you are suing, you should sue PPDA because napena kusajan evidence here. But we are sued. Now tapita ku court ko mulandu uja unapitirira napeza kuti ku court kuja tawu. Titawina, they appealed. Apanga appeal kesi ijai.
Government ija.
Same government entity. Apanga appeal kesi ijai akona so utakuruza. What do they do? Anaipanga withdraw kesi ija. Then we withdraw the procurement. Okay? Apanga withdraw procurement. Then they change the requirement and retender kuisisa ma requirement into 3 years kuti apajakwanise kwa panga sawodi. So if you look at this, all the things that we're doing, they institutionalized. Because if an officer is wrong, you would easily say timpanga fire, timpanga suspend, timpanga whatever, and you will retender. If you believe you are right, you can retender. Kuma the fact that an institution goes through these processes, timpanga tiabanga su, mwaruzabe gobanga su, retender kuisintabe gobanga awoni. The only difference is that just have marawi akambanina. And this is how far these government entities are going to protect the foreign businesses. So if you look at these processes, I think we've reached a level where some of us will even losing interest in dealing with government entities. Even in the event that you've won, the smaller ones, you find a good payment you are taking a year without being paid. And for an example, Titaka winner court, blacklist. 3 years not winning any businesses.
And you were fighting government instead of fighting you and the other bidder.
Exactly. So we are even blacklisted. So 3 years we've never won those businesses among Godicho Sama. We're blacklisted much of PPDA, so much of my institutions here. So you look at it, when now you start looking at those, now you understand who are some individuals. And the problem is people have institutionalized whatever they're doing, all the wrong things, and saying this is what we should be doing. For some government, one of them to payment in I think close to a year. So we wrote a demand later. Yes, we know one year. Also repeat, also payment plan. Because if payment plan, they were just quiet. When we wrote a demand letter, you summons the government much of the bill. So we've institutionalized mediocrity if you especially dealing with Malawians.
So you are agreeing now, you are confirming kuti nkhani yakatangali yakula kwambiri mboma.
Ikusokoneza kwambiri. Katangari alimo ikusokoneza kwambiri, and to some extent, because if you looking at things professional, you still now start to wonder kuti chifukwa chani private sector atakumadira ndi anthu ngati ifeyo koma government ikukanika. So it's not the skills. Atapana kumwina tikumara kuno kulibe ma skills awa, it's not the skills. We do have the skills. So we've seen again, I think there are policies that are coming that 60% sibewa Malawi on the ground sizikuchitika. So these are maybe political moves where someone comes and says tizikupasa is this. That's not what is happening on the ground. So nkhani iyi kuti pangabe affect kwambiri ma businesses zabwino.
Okay, tisanabwerere ku nkhani yokhuzana ndi makompyuta ndi zina zotero kumene inu mwakhazikika kwambiri, ndimafuna tibwerere ku nkhani ya private sector chifukwa taonapo ndithu atsogoleri angakhale mtsogoleri wa dziko lino akapita pa podium nkhani imene kumakambidwa ndiyo kuti tikufuna private sector ithandizire kwambiri popanga build economy yathu ya dziko lino. So can you just confirm to us kuti mukumata ukhala pansi as a private sector ndi boma ndikumaona kuti tikuyeneka kuchita izi kuti tibwezeretsenso chuma cha dziko lino?
Pali ma meetings angapo amene timakhala limodzi. Some of them we call PPD forum, which is public-private dialogue forums, where kuli makonvina Minister of Trade ndi ife. So timakhala pansi timanena zinthu zoti timakambira naso. Even when they are looking at the budget,
and all these concerns, have you raised?
We've raised the concerns, and there are things that have worked, there are things that haven't worked. So what you should understand is most of the times my politicians are mayangana titutoti ndisoverero kuti andivotere. But at this point when I talk about Vision 2063, it's not working because ngati ungoyangana kuti by mawa ziteke, it can't work. So zinthu zizi timazipanga raise in so many forums that we are able to have. Yeah.
Ndali zokusokoneza chuma cha dziko lino mutha usimikiza motero kwachuluka ndali zimene zikusokoneza chuma cha dziko lino
chilungamo chake chimenechi. Yeah.
Mukutha kuona kuti zinthu zikhoza kusintha mdziko muno makamaka chuma cha dziko lino mwina nkubwerera chimake at the pace that we are moving as a country?
To be honest, I don't think so. There are so many things that we need to change. Like I said, where we are now, okay, let's look it in this way. We are not in silo. Malawi is part of a continent in Africa, is part of so many agreements. So we need to be strategic and deliberate to create things or environment. Not even my foreign investors as we know. So look at it in this way. If a foreign investor wants to come in Malawi, maybe direct investment or abilities and Ramazao, that profit in a is it 10 billion watch? It is we charge an extra tax. As many as we of Zambia, so Mozambique, so South Africa. If you are a foreign investor, will you come to Malawi? No. Then you look at the Malawi itself, the economy, the infrastructure. We don't have it. And ideally, if you're looking at other countries, you normally promote the locals. So as the locals are coming up, and also Amabiram, even down aku tourism makabune na zimene zomane na kuti mahotela watiza yamba ndifa Malawi. Because and how much mtabone na kubera mpeza kuti even 5% of what you achieve akakhatwa Malawi bank. So our policy, the way we've done some of them, when it comes to investments, they are preferring foreigners, not Moroccans. Moroccans will just suffering. You apply all these things, okay, to fund my tax out, it never works. Actually, most of the times they end up increasing your taxes. So, tikamazoona, for example, my taxes are umachita kudaba kuti kodi tukulowera kutiko. Muli ndi target awo kuma economy is going down. The targets keep on going up. Where are you getting the money? So we've been squeezed. If I would banga be squeezed, I think in Mozambique. And when now, good abere also abange business here, my taxes just are. Some of us, because we've operated for a number of years, no matter what, we still remain here. I think making this building is one of the statements that this is our country, we still remain here. Kuma we need ambena swazibera most bizibanga. But the policies are not doing that.
Okay, so now we are talking about industrialization, mega farms, kuti tizitha kutumiza katundu wochuluka kumapita kunja kuti dziko lathu lino mwina lizipeza forex ndi zina zotero. Are you seeing that working in Malawi in the 3 years to come?
I still have got some questions. So I should not be a doubting Thomas. It can work, but we still have questions. And some questions are not being answered. So maybe when they've got answers, then we'll say, okay.
So considering all the concerns that you are raising now, issues of policy, corruption, what have you, are you seeing the economy of this country getting back in line with Malawi 2063?
Not in the short term. In the short term, I think we'll still suffer a bit. And we really need to change a lot of stuff. But we have to be deliberate. So if you're talking about Vision 2063, already now, even if you're talking about the first 10 years that they said, okay, by this year, first 10 years we'll be reaching we haven't, we are not on track. So I don't see us reaching the level that we want, unless deliberately we change things that we're mentioning. And as private sector, we are there to give our input. And we honestly love this country. This is our country. We would want things to be better for our kids when they're coming up. So the way things are running as of now, I don't think so. But can we achieve if we change some things? Yes, we can. And we'll be able to achieve them as fast as possible. As long as Mara, we look at it and say, we are not in isolation. Mm-hmm. We've got people around us, neighbors, that are also wanting to achieve the same. So we're in competition with them. And when you're in competition, you look at who can help us. You don't jump and look at our attendees, Madonna's in Agisimu. Will we be begging forever? No. Even Madonna's Madonna fatigue. So we should be deliberate, look at a way and see how do we create the industries. The ICT sector is one of the sectors that is really driving the economy in so many countries. Actually, nowadays we say data is the new gold. Okay, data is the new oil. But if you look at it, some of us were able to export those services with a very small investment that we do. If you compare with what the investment that the government is doing, but they're doing it in the wrong direction. So if we change something, we will reach there. At the pace we're moving, honestly, I don't think so.
All right, so now let's get to the area that you have now touched, IT. On February 21st this year, something unprecedented happened. President Jagwera analengeza kuti the IT system at the immigration department has been hacked. Timafuna mutifotokozere ino ngati Kadaulu amene mumadziwa makamaka nkhani yokuzana ndi makompyuta kapena tinene kuti technology, kuti zotere zija zimatheka bwanji kuti mpaka na system ifikepo kuti yapangidwa haki.
Chilungamo chake nchakuti ma system onse palibe system imene singapangidwe haki. Ma system amatha kupangidwa haki. Ndeti wapanga ma design athu timangoyika kuti number 1 munthu akamabwera uzapanga haki asangopanga ngati, so the way timaonera ngati a hacking ili ngati uli nyumba ndi wakuba uja wako. So ngati nyumba yako ilibe mpanda ndio utazangofika kulowa mwina mmanga mpanda around, then mapeza be kuti mpanda uja wina akuzaika soleza waya pamwamba. So umaika ngati ma security zena sikuti ngwapanga choto wakubasa ngarowe kumasapeza mophweka kuti afike kuti akulowa. So ma system ambiri amatha kupangidwa haki. Koma timayang'ana zinthu zingapo. Number 1, tamusira kuti angofika nyumba mo tisinaike mpanda, sitinayike eleza waya, sitinayike kana magadi. That's the first side of it. Then mbali inayo ndiyoti timati business continuity and disaster recovery. So tikamapanga design ma system ena timatha kuwapanga timati high availability. System ikagwa ina imangobwera payoka. So yes, here apangidwa compromise kuma business ija sikuti makanika. Then it ndi ina imene ma disaster recovery, which we assume kuti for example mwina lilongo ine kuti mafrad maseva onse afa. Okay, how much time will it take me to come up? So we've designed where my system amatha kunyamuka either lilongo or branda amapangi timapanga under the Basel II requirement amatha kunyamuka kujani within 10 minutes. So meaning that olotapangidwa haki, okay, kuti mutapange haki zimvutirepo sudangobwera wina aliyense uzakupanga haki ayi. Number 2, mukapangidwa haki, how much time does it take for you to come up? So and what type of hacking is it? Even inso tikaipanga chocho timakhaso timati sojani offline backup or mutapeza kuti konse kuti mwadipanga timapanga rebuild ma system. And most of the banks panover, RBM is their regulator. So they are a greater penalize. So the hacking itself would the immigration and the hack. I think it's something that it's expected that at some point, if you don't have enough security, you can be hacked. Even if you have the security, you can be chifukwa makhala kuti mwina akupanga sojani. But then mwapangidwa hack, there are a number of things that timakayang'ana. One, ndakamba za business continuity and disaster recovery. Number two, munthu akabwera mu system imakhanga tikuyenda panchenga, umasiya ma footprints. So munthu ukadusa panchenga wapita chonchi, timatha kupanga archive ma-logs aja, then timaziwa kuti analowa bwanji. So that becomes part of the forensic analysis. Yes, analowa ndi ndani. Atha kusintha zina alogo makompyuta iliyonse timati ndi MAC address. So olo computer utakhala kuti wakapangira mwina sunafuna kugwisa internet yaku nyumba kwako chifukwa kuti mwina ATM ayatelo anena kuti anali uyu koma computer kama khali MAC address ndi computer walowerayo timatha kuipezabe kuti computer yake ndiyi. So I think for me the issue is not it's in itself the hacking. The hacking is in technology sector. I think it's something that can happen. There are people that are being hacked. Sabonena timayimbiridwa usiku ndi makampani angapo like I've said kuti ma skills enake zikabarika matimbira kuti tathandize. So that side of it I think is not one thing that we can look at it as a major one. But where we look at the major one is mwapangidwa haki 6 months later you still have issues. Didn't you have the business continuity? Did you have the disaster recovery? Did you have the skills to recover your systems from tape? Did you have the backups? So now this comes to be part of now a major ICT role. Mabanga, how did you run this? Then within the government, you've got the e-government department. What is their role?
Were you shocked when you heard that from the president?
About the hack? Not necessarily.
Were you, as an expert, consulted on that issue at any point?
No. But what I can say is I'm one of the team members of ICT Association. So ICT Association also had this arrangement to look at the systems. Yeah.
So how did you assist?
No, not
that issue.
Not as part. So as part we haven't been. Actually, we've never done systems for immigrations. There have been times where we've gone to pitch our solutions because we believe there are a number of solutions that can be done there. We talk about the document management to a number of passport So if someone can we find that data? So I think there's that side which we believe we can do. There's this side of the actual passport we believe we can do. So, but ideally we haven't been approached as SPARC to work at any of their systems up to date.
Considering the whole issue, how it happened, how it has been happening in Unionduga Dawulo 1, what do you think are the remedies gavena ndi njira ziti zimene mwina zingathe kutsatidwa kupewa nkhani ngati zimenezi?
On the technical side, I think there are a lot of things that went wrong. If you look at it, like I said, the actual recovery time, because when you sit down, Mutima Bank design what we call recovery time objectives and recovery point. So if, for example, Mubanga system ya muntu yoti mwina ndiyama documents, so tikamanena kuti recovery point ndiye kuti nditakubwezesa system ija, for example up to Zulu, ndiye makambira ndi client kuti system yanga ikakhala kuti yaonongeka, munandibwesera data ya Zulu, I'm okay. Okay? Then so my customers amasiyana pamakawina mwina zama document akuti ya Zulu. If you are in that, for example, our bank ukangomuza hivi nikuti ndibwelesa data ya 10 minutes ago akukanira because ena mapanga be transact apa. So that's one thing that we discussed and agree kuti what's the recovery point objective. So for the bank actually makakuti pompa ufana data anga mpaka pa. The other part timati recovery time objectives. Recovery time umayangana kuti titenga hadari bwanji kuti tibwerere titati kuti sabalika masmart apita titenga hadari bwanji. So those are the things that you look at. So Mugamba also says the question now comes up kuti who is regulating them? Because again for the banking sector maybe because RBM regulates some of other passenger. Who is regulating them? Who is pushing them kumaka ona kuti ma system awa asapangidwe haki akapangidwa haki tipangaziti then titati kuti zaonongeka tibwera hadari bwanji. I think that's where the questions are. So even when we are coming up to now, why did we have all this time without having another system up to the time where we're down? this is affecting everyone. So for me, I think the question that need to be asked today, so many questions.
Do you think there was foul play?
I cannot comment on that.
Okay, we now hear that even after recovering the system, the authenticity of the Malawi passport is being questioned. Has that anything to do with the IT systems, you think?
So again, I think because those stories are coming from the papers, I've seen stories from people that are saying, then I've seen responses where government and others are saying DI Nzaboza. So it's difficult to comment. But otherwise, what I can say in terms of how systems work, when you're having a new systems, they're bound to be a bit one or two issues. So that's why when we're doing my systems, for example, on software development, with what we call end user testing. So tindi maraini unena kuti for example tachibanga system utamaliza tikamaliza isanapite in production timapanga matest hour pali matest oti end user mupanga pali matest a cyber security matest ambiri tisanachipange kuti tapanga. So I think the question now would be if really that is true, did they do the testing, or maybe because they were in a hurry anangopanga kuti tingowapanga. Yes. So I think there are those questions that should come up, but can only be properly answered what procedures were followed.
Do you think that our public service IT systems are secured? I have in mind the much talked about IFMIS.
IFMIS in terms of the cash gate? Or so
munafotokoza kumayambiriro kuti mwina mtengere mbuyo kuti zimatheka wakuba kubwera ndithu kuberani ngati pamalopo simunayike chitetezo chokwanira. So the way things have been happening in this country, bearing in mind issue ya immigration, zimene zakhala zochitika ku road traffic, the IFMIS, do you think our public service IT systems are secured?
So there are a number of things that I can point. Let's start with the basic ones, the websites. We've seen in our website over what we call SSL certificates in government. And we've seen my website in over the Hagi. I think mbuyo mumazapeza kuti pa website ukapitapo ina ministry yachanicha kumalemba hacked by Moroccans. So that's the basic. This is the basic security that you can do as a country or as whatever. Umapeza kuti security meaning there are a bit of some issues. Now, when we're coming into the bigger systems, so for example, you're talking about the IFMIS, there are areas of security that you can push in. But some of the times it's to do with the people. Because security umaibanga design around people. So let me, for example, just look at a normal vote. Tipita kubanga, mwaita ndrama mu vote. Ama utabanga security. Musanaikeza susezo, apereka maki mwina kwa 5. Osena sema segura basegura kuti musegura akabuda no jagwirizana osabwira 5 nde aba ndamaso. So meaning kuti yes you designed kuti uyisanga beba ikakuzaba ndama mu koma ngada kugwirizana onsewo, then now it becomes a problem. So these systems to some extent they designed for security, but akakhala kuti anthu integrity mulibe ndongofuna kuba, then it becomes a difficult thing for you as an ICT professional to protect it. Then the other part is, if you look at this system, most of them, they are foreigners that are coming to implement here. It's not even us. So do they have your interest? No. Because that much value won't have the system. And most of them have some of the training sana pasa bino bino. Kuti mukango banga china chichonse muzipita kwa iwo. Tamva for example ujani ku road traffic. Amachita kunena mwina gari ku South Africa, tikapanga cha tima muimbira ku South Africa. Meaning the guys here are not trained. So if he wants to do anything in the system, will you say anything? So that's what I'm saying. Our problems are way bigger than looking at individuals and saying if you deciding to take Mundu, doesn't have a robo officer in South Africa, the best I've done is I've been training a partner of a robo within the same industry. But you're not doing that.
So unena kuti the responsible officers when they are sleeping on duty, kapenanso kunena kuti zifike pofika ngati mmene zinafikira ku immigration ka ifemis anthu kupanga tamper with zimatengera kugwirizana komanso mwina kuchenjera kwa atsogoleri kutsogolo ndikulakwitsa
ichimene ndichilungamo poyamba mumayang'ana kuti how the contract negotiated. So contract chamwapanga negotiate machita kuonesa kuti for example mzali pangatena anthu atukandi 10 then tikamaliza ntchito iyi iniyo mungopanga for 1 year kwina kuti zasapota tokha muli zimene zoti mumayikamo then mukamaliza kuti did you do a handover of the systems mwapanga handover zonse jamakayang'ana then mumakayang'ana source code. So if you look at all these things, I will give an example here road traffic. You start now questioning and saying how was it negotiated? Why this system still being supported by Arigunja? I will know what's happening training by system of Kangwirana for this time. Don't you have the skills in the country to do that? So mavuta makara contract negotiation and who are president Shito, Abugira Shito, Nizambi.
So I just wanted to find out from you, how do you rate consumption of IT services in Malawi at the moment?
When you're looking at the consumption of IT services, I think the first one we can refer to the report ya Banga Magra ICT survey. Imene wonesa kuti ICT penetration ya kwererabo panopa. I think they were talking about 85%. But when you start digesting the report, you find kuti akamagamba za penetration imene akamagamba za mafoni. So you talk about 85% kuti anthu already mafoni and they're able to do some ICT stuff on them, but most of them, they're not smartphones. So ideally, I think we're not there yet in terms of the actual penetration of IT services. The other part of it, so here tumakayangana what we call like my end users, what are they using in terms of the ICT? We're not there. Then you also going on the what we call the enterprise. So the enterprise is mwapanga system kuti ikathandiza anthu ena. So you talk about the e-government systems. And who are muzi amfuna service ina yake, can they go on a portal and check? We are not there. Today, let's say I want to apply for my passport. And we can download a form. But ideally, what I would want to see is where I can have a portal. Apply is also very many budget. Even click and pay, and just go to Jambora Usafi. Okay, go to road traffic. Ideally, I would want to apply those online and pay there, rather than physically going there. So we should be looking at an e-government platform where you can integrate ourselves. And maybe if I can add some more, if the issue that we're having, we're not being prudent. If you look at the data that is there, let me just digest maybe a data from the immigration, data from NRB, data from driver's licenses, road traffic. You'll find the data usage and you'll find the data yanga yozo kuti aphiya awa anabadwira ukuka ndizakazingati chanjani. These systems are in silos. Then we have them pamodzi. Because if you ndama zoti zigura ma system osewa kumapanga chani kumalipira. If you have that system as one, then you can easily ndama zonse kuzipanga tipokamba zija kuti high availability panga security ina panga to disaster recovery. You can even go further. Mabanki akafuna kuti to verify you, they can be coming in. Looking at it
system imodzi.
So looking at it as a business, what I would say is let's give them what we call an API connect. I'm a bank. They would transaction like verify when I charge one watch. I'm a bank is a gross master or do verification KYC as a government drama also za. You talk of the medical aid. Mazim sigura ma system. Izo ngobera mu kucheka ngumabanga. Kumatango panga create masailo ndio banki angapanga profit yake ija ndio kuti ati charge za 200. Aro traffic akulipira ga ndani ngo akudi charge. Awaso akudi charge. So these small things that we can do and even achieve more. So if I verify, for example, data presenters ukuthi nene no ukuthi mukafuna higher education yafuna muntu kuti munthandize fees. You can check from there. Akulipira zingati kwa MRI. Ngati muntu yanali ku St Andrews wapita kupole ndi akufuna chani akuti ndinide timthandize fees mukanira tunaona kale sisi. You find that you're using resources now into a very, very good way than what we're doing now.
So here you are with all these solutions, and as a country we are facing a lot of challenges in all the departments that you have mentioned. Why are you not coming out and help your own country?
I think we've done the parts that we can do. And like I said, some of these things, most of the things in government, they don't like buying from here, they buy outside. We've done an example, a number of systems that we've designed. One of them we even bid was the maybe Rand information management system. We're even cheaper, not even considered. So if you look at all these,
corruption.
I cannot say much, but I think the interests are different. Some of us would want things to work, but some people, the interests are totally different. Yeah.
Must have cost a fortune. What is the vision from here?
So from the time I created Spark, my vision has been for Africa. It hasn't been for Malawi.
Oh.
Yeah. So ndikanakhala kuti ndikuganizira za Malawi. I don't think tikana mangazi mene mangazi. I remember even contract and for some business like it for the manyumba wasema. Koma later on if so we are serious. So we've expanded into physically 3 countries with 5 branches, and we also operate in 10 countries. So what we're looking at now going forward is to open branches in other countries also. Because panopa tikuona be business yambiri yabwera from Mozambique, Tanzania and Zimbabwe. Imene akumatitana muzathandize izi. Even this morning I was working on one of the systems for a bank in Zimbabwe. So we're looking at yes to what handles remotely, can we go and open.
So my wambira kupindula nani?
Yes.
Kuposa mmene dziko lathu lino likupindulira nani?
Kunoba mbe bitu. Ngati kunoba ufuna kupindula. But if we are comfortable with how we are, then I cannot say much. Chifukwa kunoba ife zambiri kupanga ni private sector. Private sector side I think tapanga systems zambiri. Koma government side
All right, you were recently awarded at the Consumer Choice Awards as Best Male Corporate Leader. How does that help grow the industry?
I think that's something that I really cherish. We've received a number of awards, and ena mabwera kwa ine personally, ena mabwera ku company. I think alipasa manoba mawadi ka fika 6 manoba. This is na panga so best SFM of the year. Titaposa magambani akuru. Then also alipasa yajani alipasa personally best corporate male corporate leader. To me, especially our consumer choice is something that I really cherish because I'm a voter and it's not online all day. So meaning good and who are able to see kuti awawa kubanga easy kusiko kunogo and fail before towards. Of course, Manoba Malibanga so approach kuti I'm being nominated so ya region so in, and there have been a number of awards that some of them I haven't gone. So ngasona bide kwa tazina mangona kuda abas. But otherwise, this year I've seen, I think I was personally nominated in about 9 of them in the region. Kumongoti tabizika kwambiri. All you know what I can say is kungothokoza kuti anthu akuona kuti awakupanga izizi and we're inspiring them. And would want more companies to come up and be able to do what I'm doing.
Right, considering our conversation, all the challenges that you have put together that the country is facing in terms of business, in terms of IT, maybe how do you think the politics of this country is affecting doing business positively and negatively?
So whatever is happening in the country, I think politics is something that drives our direction where we're going. Sometimes I'll honestly say there are some things that we wake up and blame, for example, the president, but maybe he's got no idea of it because the guys down here are doing their own stuff. But at the end of it, they always blame the leader. So when you're looking at the politics side, we need policies that can help the country. Like I've said, there are some things that have come in a good way. talk of the energy and all that. I think they're taking us in the right direction. But these other things that we're talking about in terms of the businesses, they really need to be changed. So if we continue the way we're continuing, I don't see us achieving what we said we'd achieve in Vision 2063. But we need to change.
Chabwino ndithokozeni kwambiri kuti munatenga nthawi yanu mumatangwanika ndi zinthu zambiri kupanga save maiko siyana kuphatikizapo dziko lino la Malawi, koma munatilola kuti ife Zodiac tibwere kuno tikambirane nkhani ziwiri zitatu. Omonso ndi mmene tamalizira kucheza kwathu ndi Dr. Wisely Phiri, katswiri pa nkhani zokhudza makompyuta ndi makina amakono a mtundu osiyanasiyana. Mudzakhalenso pomwepo sabata yamawa pamene tizabwerenso ndi munthu wina kucheza naye program yathu ya Zodiac Exclusive. Ine ndilea Malikano, mwakoma nonse.